August 2021, North Yorkshire, England. I'm making my way into a pig farm, the same one that featured in my documentary Pignorant. What you're about to see is everything we didn't show in the film.
Take you through and bring the eyes, look inside, everything they try to hide from the public. We're going to bring out and let you make your own mind up. Check this out. She's just given birth. Piglet still has the umbilical cord hanging on here. That's crazy. These pigs have just given birth. There's umbilical cord, dead piglets after birth everywhere. And there's a piglet here having some type of seizure. I've never seen this before. Oh my god, dude. As you can see here as well, there's another piglet who looks like they're dying. I can't see them surviving. This is awful. And this here is actually, looks like a piglet that didn't develop inside of a sack. This is awful, but I'm gonna peel it back so you can see. Look. See? That's a piglet. What the hell is going on in here? It's just awful, man. She's starting to bleed again. So this mother has just given birth to another dead piglet here. So amongst her is a piglet having a seizure, a dead piglet in a sack here, and another dead piglet just being born. We've got them right at the end of their gestation, right when they've been put in this farrowing crate to give birth, and look how many die. Look how many are born defective and just dead in the pen with them. This is a awful place for her to be giving birth. I can't believe anyone would want to fund this, eat out of these places. These mothers have been exploited for her reproductive system and for her babies because people want to eat bacon. All of this only exists because people want to eat pork. This horror story of dead babies, of suffered pregnant mothers, piglets having seizures because you want to eat bacon, because you want to eat pork chops. What's the matter with, it baffles me. Walk through here for 5 minutes and tell me if this is justified for a bacon sandwich. It's disgusting. So here's another piglet just been born out of this same mother. And the moment they're born into a prison, feces all below them, their mother suffering, flies all over her. You know, this is how they're born into the world. And all they'll ever know is exploitation. All they'll ever know is suffering, ill treatment, and eventual slaughter. This is new life. This is new life born into the world. And human beings have little regard for life, especially the life of non-human animals, especially the life of pigs. And these are just babies. It's sad. All right, so we've been in here for nearly an hour watching this mother give birth. She's given birth to stillborns, and this one here is barely breathing. It's quite shocking, really, to see her giving birth in such a filthy, disgusting place. It's just... So this is a torture device called a farrowing crate. It's where they give birth and have their piglets sucked till they wean. This is the prison that they live in. I'm a lot smaller than a full-grown sow, and it would be the worst torture to have to stay in here for 6 weeks at a time. They can't turn around. They can barely stand up. Their poo, wee goes down into here, this pit. They've got a dirty, dirty tray here, old water in it. We've been in here for over an hour now and starting to get a feel of how dingy and disgusting this shed really is. And this is their life. They're forced into this life. See, my knee started to hurt and I wanted to get out after 3 minutes. It's okay, sweetie. It's okay. I know. She's so terrified. She's just broken in her face. You can just tell feels so bad for her. This is where she's stuck. Look at her protruding, prolapsed vulva from giving birth. It's just a gruesome horror story. Disgusting.
I was so shocked by what we saw in this farm that I wanted to return and expose what happens to these piglets once they reach sexual maturity.
All right, so we're just in an area of a pig farm here where they have a bunch of boars and females, and they're getting ready to AI them. This is a pork stalk. As you can see, there's still semen in there or something. The animals are getting a bit agitated, but I'm going to show you how they get the semen from the boar. There's a teaser, it's like a little teaser stool over here. So here, they mount the boar on this, and then they just jack him off, essentially, into a bag or something, collect the semen, and then they inseminate the females with it. So it's very perverse, fiddling around with animals. It's very disgusting and it's sexual abuse.
With a little digging around, I was able to find bag after bag of collected boar semen, as well as a handheld bolt gun and the rounds it shoots.
This here is to shoot animals in the head with. Put a round in it and then they bang. Hey mate. Hey mate. They keep you in there by yourself. They keep the boars separate, so they're all alone, and they'll kill him when they're done with him, when they're done using him for a semen. Very weird, bizarre industry.
Leaving behind secret cameras, we were able to capture the workers performing artificial insemination on the pigs. First, the boar is led into the stall, followed by a group of females. The presence of the opposite sex is used to initiate mating activity, and a farm worker can be seen inserting a catheter filled with semen into one of the females. They can also be seen applying pressure to the female pigs' backs to simulate mating, as well as even climbing on top of them and waiting for the semen to drain into them. It's all become so routine that this worker can be seen scrolling on his phone as he sits on top of the pig he's impregnating. The boar can be seen mounting a stool, but it seems they don't need to extract his semen today, so he's jabbed in the face with a pitchfork to make him stop. Once the impregnated females are ready to give birth, they'll be confined to a farrowing crate for up to 5 weeks at a time to feed their newborn piglets until they wean.
Look at her, she can hardly even fit in this farrowing cage. Feces building up all underneath her. Filthy. Look at her. It's okay, darling. It's okay, sweetie. It's okay. It's okay, darling. She looks so sad. Okay, we're gonna keep moving, but every one of these sheds is disgusting. More dead piglets in the pen. This baby here is hardly still twitching. What is that? This little baby's dying. You know, and the sad thing is there's no one in here to like help end this baby's suffering. So like they suffer to death. Just cold, twitching, sad. At least, you know, the positive thing about this is that baby will escape this misery before they grow to have to experience it. Look at this little baby here. Look at this little baby. Look at their dead siblings here, look. Oh, she's still moving. This little baby is still moving. So she's sat laying here suffering to death, this little tiny baby. So sad, there's so many of them. Look at her siblings that are stepping all over her. I'm just moving her out the way so that the other piglets aren't stepping on her face. The moment she's born, she's dying, you know what I mean? I just feel a bit rattled because of that little piglet that obviously is not going to make it past another hour and is breathing really shallow. And I just feel really incredibly sad. I'm just asking people to put their money elsewhere, really. I'm not asking much of people. I might come across a bit aggressive at times, but like, I'm really just asking people to stop keeping these places open with their money. We're in the UK, we're in England. They pride themselves on welfare, England, and if this is welfare, what's cruelty? This is torture, this isn't welfare. These are individuals and non-human persons, they're non-human people. They're just like you, they're born into a different body, they can't express with their voice box. So you have to look at their eyes and see how they express their suffering. You have to look at their body language like a dog, you know. You can tell when a dog's sad. You can tell when a dog is hungry and wants to go for a walk or is excited. And same with these pigs. I don't even really want to use the word pigs anymore because the world is so speciesist that the word pig has so many negative connotations to it when we really should change their names. You know what I mean? People use the word pig as an insult. Really, human beings are the ones who do horrible things like this. To call someone a human is an insult. Because we're responsible for this. Pigs don't do this horrible stuff to other beings. Enslave them, exploit them, torture them. This is the stuff of human beings. We create intricate torture chambers to cause mass suffering. When we're done with these mothers, we put them in a gas chamber And we got the audacity to call ourselves civilized. They don't want cameras in here. 100% they don't want cameras in here. They don't want people in England to know how their bacon is really produced. Where your pork chops come from, where your pork sausages come from. They want you to keep imagining the fairy tale, that animal agriculture, keep trying to paint this bloody pervasive fairy tale, this nonsense propaganda. England has the best standards in the world and all this nonsense. Well, if you've got the best standards in the world, then the world is a hellhole for animals, that's for sure.
And the further in we went, the worse things seemed to get.
Oh God, it stinks in here. This shed here is disgusting. It's tiny. It stinks. There are so many flies in here. There's no ventilation. These pigs, they are hating it in here. They are hating it in here. This is gross. This is a gross shed. It smells like a toilet. I feel so sorry for these animals in here. This is disgusting. If you can see how many insects and just how grotty it is in here. If this was a kitchen, you know, they don't even have kitchens like this in the depths of hell. But this is supposed to be a food production factory where food is produced. I feel like I'm getting a disease just standing in here, and these poor beings have to live in here. And look at their faces. They are not happy to be in here. Look at this white stuff. It's mold. It's mold. Look at that. They don't even have any more room on the fly catcher. That's how many flies are in here. And I really can't stand to be in here for one more moment. We've been in here for about 6 minutes. And the smell is so pungent, the place is so filthy, that I have to get out right now. These beings have to stay in here. They can't get out, they're imprisoned. Near the door here. Dead baby. Starting to go green. Has been there for a little while. Has got bugs inside their mouth. Quite disgusting. They just leave dead everywhere here. It's just like dead babies everywhere. It's dead baby city here. Suffered mothers everywhere, in every shed. These are just like little mazes filled with suffered animals and all suffering in different ways. Every single shed is filled with torture, and it's... if they were doing this to dogs, oh mercy, there would be uproar. If they were doing this to human beings, precious human beings, there would be uproar. You know? These beings are innocent, you know? Alright, I thought I'd finish it off back into this shed here. It seems like she's had another piglet or so. This piglet here is still convulsing. This one really affected me. Thought I would get more desensitized the more we did this, but this one really got me. I don't know, just the nature of this place. It's really horrible. But the goal of me going into all of these farms across the UK is just to put me in these places so it makes it more real to you. You might follow me on social media. You might have seen some of my videos. I wanted to be in here and show you these animals so that you can understand the reality of it and know that it's not just some grainy camera, or you don't know who really took the footage. This is me here. This actually exists. This is in England. I'm in England right now. You know, I just want you to understand that these animals are suffering, and that if you buy these animal products, you're supporting it, you're funding it. You're the donor to this place. You donate your money to keep this place operating. That's what you do. And most people don't want to see this, don't want to fund this, but a lot of people are just a bit lazy and a bit, you know, not willing to change. But I tell you right now, if I took you on a tour of one of these places, maybe you'd be more motivated, because I feel sickened, and when I see people eat bacon, after seeing these places, I just want to shake him, really. Think of these mothers when you're at home and you're living in freedom and you have a house to sleep in, a bed to lay on, food in the fridge and no suffering. Think of these mothers. If you're eating their bodies at home in comfort right now, while they lay enslaved with dead piglets around them in feces, I want you to think about whether or not that makes you a good person in your own eyes.